Hello, coaches. Hello, leaders. Hello, India. It is very pleasurable for me to speak with you here today. Gaurav, you look great in your steel gray suit. I'm very happy to just connect. I wanted to be with you in India today, but we could not make that happen. I am so sorry. So what is our topic? What is the most important topic? Does demystifying coaching in times of change really mean? Think of it, demystifying coaching. What is the power of coaching? In these very interesting times that we inhabit, we are living in very interesting times. People have said before, this is the most unique time on the planet. I say, no. This moment right now is humanity's tipping point moment. We either make it work today or we may perish as a species. Now, that's hard to say, but it's really true. This is our deepest hour for changing and assisting leaders to change their companies, their mindsets, their vision for the future, their possibilities for all of India, for all of the world. We are now focusing on what the world needs. So, what can we do as coaches? First of all, we need to understand what coaching allows us to do. What is solution-focused coaching? What is our purpose? First of all, we assist leaders to physically inhabit their life purpose as a leader. That means we assist them to go through the logical levels of leadership. What do they as a leader truly love? We need to inhabit that. We need to look at who we are when we're being what we love. We need to assist them to inhabit their mission as a leader. What is their mission as a leader? In the same way, you're inhabiting your mission as a coach. What is your future that you're building through coaching? This is your mission, your calling, your purpose. We also need to look at what does the world need from us? And leaders, we're assisting them to look at what does the world need from them. We're having them step into the power of their purpose in terms of fulfilling what's needed right now. That's a big calling, everybody. But we're up to it, aren't we? Because in fact, the whole spectrum of future development really builds on coaching mindset. And we're looking also at what we're good at. What are you good at, coaches? What are you good at, leaders? What do you do best? What can you bring into your companies, into your communities, into your ecosystem that will allow us to really build a future that works for everyone? We need to link to the future now. Our children need us to do that. The world is going through its darkest hour. Global change is affecting us hugely. We need to find our steps and make them happen. We need to link to the development of others. And we can do that. As coaches, we can do it well. We need to take on these big problems. Take on our capacity to build a game worth playing. Build a way of attracting others to the potentials of their purpose and the potentials of working together. We need to build team thinking. Oh, you team thinking coaches, Yes, as teams, we can activate the intelligence of us all. We can take everyone's abilities on the team and work with them in a both and way so that we pull on the energy of all of us. We need to move into action. We can't wait. Even if we're not sure of what we're doing, we need to move into action. Now, part of that action is becoming a really effective coach. And what makes Erickson coaching assist in that purpose? Well, first of all, you can learn how, as a professional, to do elegant thinking deeply and coherently by using maps of purpose. And that means learning systems of questions. Erickson is about building systemic thinking, coherent systems of questions, coherent systems that inspire people, assist them to look as if they could at all sorts of potential ways to get something done, and then bring together a way to cluster those ideas and integrate and explore and get the best and link the best to our values. So we can work with how to implement well in the very same way. We're working with implementation sets of questions that take people well beyond their individual capacities, to think with many areas of their intelligence all at the same time. To think as a dreamer, to think as a driver, to think as a coach, taking overview, looking from many points of view. How could it actually work? Asking the difficult questions. We coaches know how to do this. And at Erickson, we specialize in this. So we're also based on neuroscience. Great solution-focused Ericksonian coaching is working with how the brain actually works well. So with our leaders, with our coachees, with ourselves, we're constantly activating the big picture thinking the right brain can do, and the integrative thinking when we build the stories and metaphors and coherent examples that the left brain can follow. We're assisting people to do that personally. We're assisting ourselves to do that as coaches, so that our intelligence level goes way up and we start to trust what comes from our inner knowing. We know much more than we think we do. We also assist coaches, and this is really important for you who are working with leaders, and you leaders as well, to look at your own long-term growth as a human being. This ties you to your mission. This ties you to what the world needs from you today. It also ties you to what you're good at and what you love. And as we look and listen into the future, 20 years into the future, we assist that person to link the difficulties right now as a stepping stone or a doorway to that future. That's what it is. We can move through the world's darkest hour. We can assist our communities, our companies, our children, our families. We can assist everyone to make this future happen. So we're assisting with Erickson coaching the capacity for system thinking. System thinking is not common. It's quite unique in the world today. Building it in our communities is very important. Because in fact, system thinking allows us to really look from now into the future, but more than that, from different perceptual positions or points of view. We take on the point of view of our customers. We take on the point of view of various people in our teams. We look through their eyes from their capacities. We take on others' ways of moving past their own difficulties. And briefly, by stepping in, stepping out again, we understand their best point of action, their best action steps. So we coach people through their specific difficult points. We know how to work with those emerging worries that come up for people. We know how to assist them when something strikes they didn't expect. We can be strong. We can be very professional. And we can be very bold. These are value words for Erickson coaching. We're science-based. We're professional. We're bold. We're courageous. We are coaches creating the future. What is real leadership, everyone? In 2019, real leadership means really looking clearly at the survival of our communities and their emergence, stronger, better, with stronger, better leadership and capabilities as we assist people to genuinely use a coaching style of thinking. A coaching style of thinking means we ask the important questions, open-ended, deeply focused on the value for us all, deeply connecting to others, deeply opening channels of possibility that allow us to talk to difficult people about difficult topics and spend money that's difficult to gather and build systems that will take us step by step through these times and make our true value as humanity emerge as a level of consciousness we've never experienced yet. We human beings are much more capable than we think, and as coaches we can assist people to find their brilliance, to find their inner knowledge, to find what's meaningful for themselves and others, to hold the hand of others around them, to look beyond the small into the big, to look beyond the fears into the transformation, to trust our inner knowledge, to find our humor, to find our courage, to find our joy with each other, to live in the present moment now. That's what it means when we inhabit our leadership, inhabit our life purpose, inhabit our capacity for relaxed self-trust and inner knowledge. Coaches and leaders, have a great day. Have a great integration of your potential and your power through what you're doing today. And I wish you my heart's best. Thank you.